And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. On the floor for Sacramento. Richmond is out there with Robertson. Then it's Richmond. Then it's Lucas. And it's Webber in at the 5.
Just a physical bull is Richmond. Also, he has the explosiveness to go with the physicality. That's a good recipe for drawing fouls.
And so Richmond nails both of them.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Monkliff kicks to Robertson. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Monkliff the pass to Cummings. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Cummings got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Robertson's shot is good.
From anywhere in the lane, Robertson's strength and quickness usually means he's the last man standing.
And it's stolen by Monkliff. On up the court. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First personal foul. It's going to go on Mitch Richmond.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason. To back off and give him the layup, you're much better off making him go to the line.
Peja Stojakovic, he's checked in for Richmond. Timeout called by the Kings. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Richmond outside. Pass to Lucas. And here's Webber. The rebound by Baker.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
The Kings trail by 9. That's tipped. Robertson with the steal. There's the drive. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Robertson passes to Richmond. That's good. And Robertson with the assist. Robertson's got 4 assists now tonight.
Boy, Mitch Richmond, a great shooter from outside the arc. Really measures those shots well.
McGee just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Now here's Richmond. After the miss by Oscar Robertson.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Here's Middleton. Monkliff the pass to Middleton. Robertson outside. Clock at 6. Pass to Baker. Count it. Baker's got his first bucket in this one.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
A new lineup here for the Bucks. Richmond no good. Milwaukee leading by 8. Johnson attacking. Offensive rebound. Antetokounmpo. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And so here's Sacramento following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. 1:33 left in the first half. Johnson, the pass to Giannis. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Giannis has got the lead up to 12 now for the Bucks. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Richmond with the bucket.
Some of the best court vision you've ever seen. Nate Tiny Archiball does it again.
And that one is good. Johnson's got 8 points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
And that's his 4th foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the first half. And that's rejected by Abdul Jabbar. And then Abdul Jabbar slams it in.
Yeah, I don't think you can allow Abdul Jabbar to get ideal position inside, because if you do, he's dunking it all over you.
Inside. And it's Stojakovic missing. Milwaukee leading by 13. Here's Giannis with the fadeaway. It's rebounded by Embry. Pass to Archiball. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Ray Allen picks one up.
Nate Archiball is a very, very dynamic point guard. Scores with confidence and gets his teammates involved at a high rate.
And the second free throw, good. Michael Redd on the wing. He's covered by Richmond. Redd's shot is right there.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's Milwaukee with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back right after this.
Well, I think for Milwaukee, this team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things. And I got to say, they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Let's move on now to that first half we were watching. A brutal game so far for the Sacramento Kings. And that is it for half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Allen out there with Michael Redd. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then it's Kareem, and it's Johnson in at the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Athletically, Marcus Johnson is one of the most dynamic and smoothest guys you'll see.
And it's Stojakovic missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Embry. And the rejection by Giannis to the inside. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
When it comes to stuffing the stat sheet, Antetokounmpo does it very well in just about every category. But his greatest strength is he's a dominant scorer.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Kings have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. And the technical free throw is good. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far.
Yeah, that's why you always want the offense running through Tiny. He's a dual threat with his passing and scoring, but he's always going to make the right decision, like on that assist. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Here is Richmond. 12 points for him. And Richmond with the stuff.
on a roll here tonight. Richmond with a lot of offensive tools, and he is happy to show them off.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
Archiball passes to Lucas. Pass to Richmond. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Shooting 1.
That's good from Richmond.
So easy to appreciate Richmond. I mean, he's an elite scorer who's really comfortable getting buckets from anywhere and everywhere.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. With the CBA and new broadcasting deals both completed, league talk now turns to expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver says if you're a successful organization, I think it makes sense over time to continue to grow. There's no doubt that there are a lot of great cities we're interested in having in the NBA. Kevin?
So right, David, we could lay out 3, 4, 5 cities right now that would beg to have professional basketball.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The shot will not fall. Great D that time from Lucas.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Red's shot is right there.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Antetokounmpo finds Allen. Giannis right side. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here's Archiball. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Archibald's got 9 points.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
It's been Giannis's night. His points have come in a variety of ways, and as usual, he has been relentless.
And Michael Redd gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now. And a change for the Kings. Robertson's checked in. No coverage that time.
And how about that quick fire release from Stojakovic? Just a tremendous shooter. The D has to get up on him, even as the pass is coming his way.
Cummings kicks to Monkliff. Robertson is double. Just 5 to shoot. And there's Monkliff. That's good on the assist by Robertson. Robertson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Pass to Lucas. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Down low. Out of bounds. Sacramento takes possession. Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Saturday, the Denver Nuggets will come into town. Then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Charlotte Hornets.
And for that game against Indiana, that will be the 8th contest of the year for them. The season is young, but they are starting to find their form. And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
Terry Cummings possesses a combination of power and movement that's unique. Really gives him an edge on most nights.
Richmond is checked in for Sacramento. Screened by Lucas. Uncovered. It's not going to go for him. And so it's Milwaukee in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Bucks leading by 9. On the floor for Sacramento. Deja Stojakovic is out there with Weber. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Robertson. And it's Richmond in at the 2. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bucks?
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
Boy, I like the assertiveness and energy from Allen there, not letting that interior defense stop him.
Red with the steal. Here's Johnson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Deja Stojakovic.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And Johnson drops them both.
Well, you think about it, what makes Marcus Johnson such a great player? Well, he does it all from the forward position. Racks up points, drops dimes, he rebounds the ball effectively, helps out in a bunch of different ways. Just a terrific all-around forward.
Shooting for Sacramento, Mitch Richmond. At the line for 1.
Even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Pass to Cousins. Here is Richmond. Now, here is Stojakovic. 6 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got his 6th rebound on the night.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Outside Stojakovic. That's in, coming off the assist from Robertson. Robertson's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Antetokounmpo. Outside, Abdul Jabbar. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, you got to bring more energy than this. Abdul Jabbar is not going to be thrown off much by a little contact.
Timeout, Sacramento. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
Sacramento making a switch here. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
During that break, Sacramento's coach had some words for the team. He tore into his guys. He said, your body language is awful right now. You don't even look like you want to play right now. Should I sub in for you? Where's the drive to win? Guys?
Okay, David, thanks.
Boy, the size Weber has a real asset in the post, and he knows how to use it for these dunks.
Johnson with a screen on Weber. Giannis dunks it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Team substitution. Jerry Lucas. Nate Archiball. Make some noise for your Bucks home crew.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Here's Richmond, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Just a physical bull is Richmond. Also, he has the explosiveness to go with the physicality. That's a good recipe for drawing fouls.
And so Richmond nails both of them.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Pass to Stojakovic. And he's good on the 3-ball. Stojakovic has got a pair of threes here in the 4th quarter for the Kings. Here he goes. And it's red, that time on the assist by Allen. And the Bucks lead by 12.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively. That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Red with the steal. Driving to the basket. Good.
Hey, he's not just a jump shooter now. Red, excellent at finding angles and available space inside.
Pass to Lucas. That 3 off the mark. Bucks leading by 16. They get a hand on it. Richmond with the steal. To the paint. It's stolen by Johnson. To the middle. Here's Abdul Jabbar. And the dunk by Abdul Jabbar.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the 4th. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
The Kings trail by 18. Pass to Stojakovic. Here's Embry. On the wing, Stojakovic. Covered by Johnson. Antetokounmpo against Lucas.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Pass to Lucas. And he banks in the layup.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. Sign of a skilled offensive player.
And slam dunk by Johnson.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Milwaukee with the ball. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Archiball, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Now, Archiball is a clever guy. He has a real sense for how to pick up the foul on the way up.
He hits both from the stripe. 50 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Weber against Antetokounmpo. Takes it off the glass. Giannis has got 33 points.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Rebound by Archibald. The 3 from Robertson. Abdul Jabbar grabs the miss. Here's Antetokounmpo. Banked in off the glass. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony.